It is 6:33 a.m. on December the 16th, which is our last day in quarantine. So, yeah, let's see what I do. Workout time. Okay, now that I'm thoroughly worked out, it's time to shower and then bring in breakfast. Breakfast actually just came, they rang my little doorbell, so I'm gonna grab that after I shower. So it looks like little fried dough, excellent. These are like standard part of every meal. So even though depending on what you order, the main thing could be different, but you'll always get the same little box. So today is apple juice, crescent roll, and then what appears to be some kind of like angel food cake thing. I don't know. They gave it to us another time in the past, and I didn't really know what it was. Then they have these oranges. This, by the way, I looked this up. This is its natural color. So I know other people have asked me why they're so green. They're green because they're supposed to look like this. It's an orange. And then they always give us some sort of yogurt. I never eat these. I can't. Dairy does not work for me that much yet. So let's eat. Now that we've finished eating and put all of our trash in the little box they gave us, it's time for the most important part of the morning, which is cleaning up after ourselves. It's honestly very kind of them to give us dish soap and a sponge. I honestly anticipated just washing this by hand without a sponge and just using hand soap, so big difference. It's nice little amenities. And now begins my every morning activity of either working on a website, playing a video game, talking to friends or family, or some combination of the three. And then, I typically just do this until lunchtime. So that's when we'll jump back in. Okay, so a bit of a detour from normal day activities. So I'm gonna be doing laundry. So we have kind of a fun setup where sink full of hot water and soap, and then in the bathtub just like a tepid, slightly warm water. And then they actually gave us these clotheslines in the shower. So I've already started with 2 items, and I will now do a third just to demonstrate, but this is not going to be nearly as interesting as later in the day or whatever, so I'm not going to waste too much time on this. So basically just running my hand in this. Is very warm. It's very soapy. I'm not going to be too terribly thorough because, frankly, I don't think I'm going to do a very good job of this anyhow. And then once I've got it more or less wrung out, right, so it's hanging out here, transfer And then just get that submerged. I'll let that sit for a second. And then I'll just wring it out and hang it up. So that's it. That's my laundry experience. Thank you for joining me on this detour, and I'll see you at lunch. Okay. I just heard the doorbell ring. That means there's lunch. Let's go check it out. So, we got what looks like a nice curry. I ordered this. I could look up what I got ahead of time, but honestly, I mean, I ordered the same thing on repeat, so you think I ought to know. But it looks like it's some kind of curry, which is delicious. And then, as always, rice. Very yummy. A lot of rice. And then, in the bag, like there's some steamed vegetables, like a little salad type thing, a little bit of a dressing in there, yeah. And then, yep, we usually get some kind of carb or more than one carb, but here's some bread to go with the rice, which is honestly a great way to live. And then this is typically a dessert, so we always get a dessert with lunch and dinner. Ooh, and this dessert's like a little pie. So it's like a little pastry. That's typically the dessert for lunch and dinner. So the other thing worth noting is that I only get 2 bottles of water. So I am halfway through one, and then here's the other one. I think these are 1 liter or 1.5 liters. But that's all you get for a day. So if you're particularly thirsty, you have to resort to other means of being hydrated or staying hydrated. What Geet and I have done is boiled water in the kettle. In the beginning, I just drank a lot of like hot tea, but I've been keeping my AC off in general, although right now it's on because I'm trying to dry my laundry. But typically I have it off, so I don't want to have hot tea because I'm already warm. So I've been drinking a lot of water. So you can just boil water and then we put it in either one of these little plastic water bottles or one of our reusable ones, leave the cap open and stick it in the mini fridge that's in here. So this worked pretty well. So anyway, let's get eating. And that was lunch. So now I've settled in a little bit. I ate everything, put trash to the side. I'm back to being on my laptop or whatever. So this is the part of the day where I just go back to doing like what I did in the morning. So playing a game, working on whatever, anything to pass the time until we go outside, which is at 4 p.m. So yeah. We'll just probably cut to me waiting to go out, so cut to that. They've rung the bell. Here we go.
These my dollars make it hurt.
And that is it. That was our last outside time of this whole crazy adventure. Just throwing away my mask. Yeah, so all that's left now is eating last meal of the day, and then probably packing, although I don't really know what I would pack except like a handful of loose items. Yeah, at this point I'm just gonna be on my laptop again and repeat all of the stuff from the earlier two phases of the day, being the morning and the afternoon. So I guess the next time will be dinner. I just heard the doorbell ring, which means there's food, so I'm gonna go grab that. Excellent. Alrighty. Looks like we have dinner. Yum. As before, this is stuff everybody gets, and then this is what I get for dinner. So it looks like a little bit of tofu and some rice. Yeah, tofu and some rice. A couple of, root vegetables or whatever. And then this looks like a soup of some kind. Yeah, it's very like miso. So this time I'm likely not going to show me eating dinner because I would like to watch television and veg out. Spent all day working on the Carol's Letters website. I don't know, maybe I'll put it in a link or something for my grandfather. So that's just about done. And I'm gonna take a break from that and then quickly jump back into it. So this is probably the last clip. Yeah, that's my life in quarantine hotel. It is now dark outside. Let's take a look at that, huh? But it's fairly pretty out there. So I might cut that. Anyway, yeah, so we leave tomorrow, and that'll be the end of staying at the Rembrandt Hotel. It's been a really comfortable stay. It's been a really pleasant stay. And honestly, I have no complaints. It's been an awesome time. I guess my complaint is being stuck in the room and not being with Geetha. That's been a pretty big complaint. But thankfully, tomorrow at 8 in the morning, we're on a bus and out of here. So yeah, thanks for watching.